I'm Scrapping Amy and welcome back to One Mommy Scrapping, where I am planning for happy memories. Today we are doing the last pages of Journal Your Christmas. I have some pages ready to go for days 24 and 25. So let's get started. Alright, so the dies I am using today, throwing my packaging around, are ones you have seen me use over and over again. I am using the Keepsake Bookmaker tabs and paperclip. I'm still going to be using that same one. I've kept that consistent throughout the book. And then I am just using other dies from the Keepsake Bookmaker Base Creator die set. And this is the base. I have cut up, let's see here. I've got the largest base and layer, and then second largest base and layer, and then third largest base and layer. So I've got all that ready to go. And then I have used this die, which is a tag die from Lawn Fawn. All right, so I have already pulled together and inked everything, and I even double checked to make sure I had adhesive on everything because, hello, apparently I keep forgetting that part of the rules. Like, they don't need to see you put score tape on everything. I'm going to knock my scissors into the trash can. So as I was prepping this, I like to, what has worked well, I guess it's not so much that I like to, but it's just that it's worked well, is as I'm getting through the rest of my album, I have planned out, printed the photos, rearranged and rearranged as to which prompts they match, which days they go with, things like that. I don't necessarily have every day match the number. Like day 22, I had my picture of Christmas dinner. Clearly, I did Christmas dinner on the 25th and not Christmas Day. But that's just how it came together. So that was fine. Now, one thing, Chamel's Journal Your Christmas class, and again, if you have not signed up, I know that it is February when this video is going up. I'm telling you though, you have class access for the rest of your life. Okay, you get every year after this. It's a great class. She goes until January 6th, which is the Feast of the Three Kings, the Epiphany, Feast of the Epiphany, Three Kings Day. And I don't usually go that far because by that time I am back at school and my life is crazy as I'm trying to wrangle kids who are getting back into a routine and all of that. So that kind of stuff doesn't usually happen. I was gonna put a magnet on there. Oh, dang it. I guess I'm gonna be peeling stuff up again. You'd think I would, plan this stuff out, but I don't. I start talking and then that's all she wrote. She's like, nope, not doing anything else. So anyways, I normally go up to Christmas Day, and then the pages after Christmas that I do add are pages from Virginia, which I am a native Virginian, live in North Carolina now, but that is where still all of my family lives. So we always do Christmas and stuff down here. Christmases 1 and 2 are down in North Carolina, and then Christmases 3 and 4 are up in Virginia. And the dates vary on each year. It depends on, my sister's work schedules and weekend time and where does Christmas fall and when are we going back home to North Carolina and, things like that. So, try to decide how I want to put this. I'm going to do the magnets first. I think I'm going to put the first magnet in here, praying that I can get it in without completely destroying the paper. So I can just put the smack dab in the middle and I'll be fine. Okay, so clearly this year, due to world circumstances, I did not go home to Virginia. So there are no Virginia photos. One thing that my sisters and I do, though, when I do go home to Virginia, is we do a sister game night. I'm going to just put some liquid glue on there. It'll be fun. No one will know because you're not going to tell, are you? No, of course not. Okay. That'll be just fine. All right. There we go. As I was saying, we ended up doing a virtual sister game night. which was a lot of fun. And I know I took screenshots of it, and heck if I can find them anywhere on my computer. I have looked and they're just not anywhere. So Sister Game Night was going to go on the inside of the back cover. It is not happening now. So I am just going to leave the inside of the back cover with a piece of pattern paper for the, just have it look nice. And if I come across the pages later, awesome. That's great. If I don't, well, that's fine. I'll be okay. I will live. It was our first time we've ever done a virtual Sister Game Night, which was kind of why I wanted to document it. Oh my goodness, this is like really stuck in there. Let's see there we go. Okay. As long as it doesn't pull up. There we go. So it ripped the paper, clearly, but I think overall it should be fine. I don't think people will notice. So what I am doing is a page type I hadn't considered before. I had written on, you just not move? Why is that hard? I had written on there I was going to do a flip flat page, but my book is ridiculously thin, which is another, thin. It's not thin. It's nowhere close to thin. It is the exact opposite of thin. It's very thick. So that is one reason why I'm not too bothered about not having a 26th story, because I was already going to be like screwed on trying to fit that in. So what I decided to do, this is going to be the 24th. We don't have very many pictures of the 24th. The ones I do have, I've actually included also in other spots of the album depending on the prompt. So this side will be the 24. You open it up and you've got 25 here and 25 here. I have obviously more pictures for the 25th. This is not a page I have really ever done before. I don't know what to call it. If this page has a name, can somebody let me know what it is? I have done similar pages like this, and I have never, so what I did, this is the largest base matting layer, and then I just went in a couple millimeters straight here, and then used an X-Acto knife to cut semi-straight down. Obviously, I kind of screwed up right there, but that's okay. And so on the back, I've got my two little tabs here that have red line tape, which you can't see because I have already pressed it down. And then when I put this on, I have red line tape on both sides. So I've got the strip right there, and then I just peeled that other strip off here. So then I will just fit that in. There we go. And then press it down. And then I've put that strip that I have here now lines up with the two little tabs for the, where it's going to stick in the binding of the book. So take off that little bit of glue, and there we go. We are now, see, I went and put the tape on and everything, and clearly I shouldn't have done that. That's what happens when you try to work ahead. I'm not going to worry about doing it as neatly as before, because it does have some of that stickiness still there, and I think I might go ahead and add in some liquid glue as well. Okay. Now, get these little pieces off. And then do the liquid glue. Now up here I have some embellishments that I wanted to make sure that I used on these last couple pages. They are ones that I have used throughout the album and wanted to keep that continuation. Now I do have, if you'll notice, I have a black glittery tab, and then I have the gold shiny tabs. The black glittery tab is going to go as the one that opens and closes this. I'm going to add a pocket here, and those gold tabs are what will be on the pocket. Yeah, that won't interfere. Whoop! Let's not slide it. That's not good. Pull pull it out, pull it out. There we go. I'm going to add glue all over that so I can put in the one I'm going to use to make it stronger. Snip off a little bit of the tip because when it folds, it won't fold as nicely if there is paper where the crease will be. Okay, looks good. A little bit around here. Alrighty. Like I can't tell if that's glitter paper, the little white core of it, or if it's glue. I think it was glue, which is good. Close that. Alright, now I am going to set this aside. Actually, I'm not setting it aside, I'm just letting it open right there. We're going to go ahead and put on the pocket. So, first I went with just a plain solid. It's not even a tone-on-tone pattern solid. And I was going back and forth between the red and the green and asked Fran and Miranda, and they both said red, and I'm like, okay. Alright, next thing that goes in will be the pocket. I am using the liquid glue for 3 sides because it's a pocket, not a patch. Alright, and I'll put this down and then we will get started on making some of, there we go. Whoop. I want it to move too much. Alright, there we go. That's good. So it's editing Amy now that we've moved to the decorating portion of the video. I have those 3 tags cut from scrap paper with that lawn fawn die that I showed you at the beginning. I'm simply layering photos on it. I had wanted to do a mat for each of the photos, but that would have made them very small. I ended up not putting pictures on the back because I figured with the pictures that I have left from Christmas that I want to use, they're ones that I have larger stories I want to tell, so they are going to end up in our 2020 12 by 12 family album. Alright, so for the 24th, I have our Christmas Eve Zoom call that we always do. That is my dad reading the Christmas story from the book of Luke. That's been a family tradition for about as long as I can remember, and we got to have my new nephew join us this year, so it made it extra special that he could be a part of it. The scrapbook.com sticker book, oh my gosh, y'all, it is fabulous. I really cannot sing its praises enough, and I know it sounds like, well, of course not. You're an affiliate. Of course you're going to say you like it. I know, I do. I will not tell you stuff I like or don't like and then say I like it. Does that make any sense? Alright, so now we are into Christmas Day. We already had that stitch ornament hanging on the tree, which was one of my husband's favorites, and Disney released a tiki room ornament, the Enchanted Tiki Room, and that is his favorite place at Disney. If we ever lose him, he is in line to get a Dole Whip and then heading over to the tiki room. So it's like, that's just what we know. So I had to get that for him, put it on the 25th, and then I've put the tags in the little pocket down there, and I have my husband and mother-in-law with some framed scrapbook pages I made for each of them of my father-in-law when my husband was, I guess, 12 years old, I think. So I'm adding in some of these last finishing touches, and then it will be time to actually put the page in the book. So I'm going to hand it back over to Amy of the past. Last step is to put the page in. So here is, I'm actually going to take out this insert for right now because I don't want to accidentally glue down the ribbon. Let's start by putting in this page. All right, press that down as best as I can. This can now get slipped back in. And then this has a lot more to remove. I know I forgot to do this on a couple of my inserts. I'm going to put some liquid glue on here as well. There we go. And then I say liquid glue, and I almost picked it up and did it without liquid glue. Okay. Let's put this final page in. Line it up. Press it down. And there we go. Technically, it's done. It's probably a good thing I'm only putting in a piece of paper on the inside back cover. All right, so thank you so much for joining me. If you are not subscribed, I'd love if you would join the One Mommy Scrapping family and hit that bell so you're notified whenever I upload a new video or go live. Hope you guys all have an awesome day, and I will be back soon with putting on the covers and a flip through. Have a lovely day. Bye.